just the ankles. If nothing crossed is comfortable, that's fine too. You can have the legs just straight out in front of you. We're going to place our hands down either on the knees or the thighs, and we're going to just start to circle. So we're going to find a little bit of movement, just waking up the body. Doesn't matter the direction. You can close your eyes if that feels good. Just allowing the head to be heavy. And as you move, just checking in on the state of the body that you've woken up to and arrived with this morning. Where is there stiffness? Is there any pain, discomfort? Just allowing this moment to move that awareness as you check into the physical body. Allowing the movement to be fluid, not pressing or pulling or being stagnant, but just allowing this ease of circle going as big or as little as feels comfortable. You can change directions of this flow, moving on the other side. See how this makes you feel, if it brings up any other points of interest, any other stiffnesses, pains, discomforts. And taking one more round before meeting back in a nice upright seated pose. Rolling your shoulders, shrugging them, tucking them into their back pockets, and then draw them down towards the earth as the crown of the head reaches up towards the sky. Flipping the palms around so that they face up in this nice opening gesture, this offering and receiving of energy. Now moving that awareness from the physical body into the mental body. Who have you woken up to today? What state of mind? What state of emotional capacity? Where are you in this moment in the mental body? On the next breath in, allowing it to be a nice big breath. Fill up your belly, your chest, your lungs as you inhale. Pause, conjuring up any feelings if they were of tiredness, hunger, still waking up, still stiff, still sore, and then open the mouth, exhale, let them all go. Two more like this. Inhale, fill up the entire body. Pause, checking in for any feelings of fear, anxiety, pain. And then open the mouth loud as you can with all your incredible intention. Send them out. Last one like this. Inhale. Hold. Thinking of any other emotions not serving you at this present moment. Anything else you'd like to release before we move into this practice of healing, and then open the mouth and loudly let them go. Beautiful. Starting to move into our yogic breathing, taking long breath in through nose and a long breath out through nose. Inhale and exhale. Slowing the breath considerably and keeping the mouth closed. This is what we call our Ujjayi Pranayama, this life force that heats us from within, allowing the body a safe space to move in when it's nice and warm, where the muscles are protected. And this breath gives life to our meditative practice, allowing us to zone into this repetition of inhale and exhale. Just as a piano player must practice for hours on repeat in order to master their skill, just as a rugby player must spend hours and hours on the rugby field, so must our minds keep coming back to this repetition in order to move into this realm of meditation. It is monotonous, it is repetitive, but in order to master anything in our lives, we have to keep coming back again and again. We cannot imagine playing a complicated song on the piano if we've only arrived 3 or 4 times for 3 or 4 minutes and decided, nah, this isn't for me. This is a skill that takes hours and hours of work, of consistently showing up. And some days are easier than others. And those are the days that help get you through to the next. But in this practice of yoga, this breath is that instrument that we are starting to learn how to master. And in that mastery, we can master our lives. So we'll take 5 more breaths like this, letting go of the clutter in the back of your head, coming just to this breath. Taking a nice long inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. You can start to blink the eyes open and release hands to your sides, getting back into that movement. We inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale to extend all the way over. Inhale, coming back to center, change side, right hand lifts. Exhale over. Keep moving at your own pace, bringing the inhale up as the opposite hand extends, and the exhale as you reach over. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to center, inhale, both arms reach all the way up overhead. Right hand takes a hold of the left wrist, pull it up first to find length, and then exhale all the way over to the right. Being mindful not to rock up onto one sit bone, but rather keep both grounded and feel that extension rooting at the hip. Feeling a nice opening into that side body, opening into our diaphragms, opening into that rib cage, finding some space here. If it feels too much, don't stretch as far, just come up slightly less. And then ease your way further down on every exhale. Inhale back to center, left hand now to the right wrist, pulling up to extend. And then exhale down to the left. Beautiful. Seeing how the side feels in comparison to the first. This practice of yoga is one of self-inquiry. We're trying to see where our challenges lie so we can bring better balance, better alignment into the body. Also helps to keep the thoughts internal and then allow them to come back to the breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale to release hands and start to circle the wrists both directions until the arms are reaching straight out from your sides in what we call a T pose. So on the inhale, send the palm up and away from the body as if you're trying to get it to face the ceiling, feeling a nice opening into the wrist. And then exhale, take the fingertips around them, trying to get them to touch the wrists. It's quite uncomfortable. Inhale to stretch and open as we're always typing using our hands, but never really finding the space. Exhale to relieve them of all those duties. Keep moving. Inhale, open and extend. Really opening into the wrist. Exhale, round, trying to get those fingertips to touch the wrists. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms lift all the way up. Exhale, left hand to the right thigh as the right hand grounds down behind you. Press the ground away as you inhale to extend. Exhale, pull into the thighs, you twist, gaze over the right shoulder. So practices that help us in this meditative movement is setting your eyes to one point. We call this a drishti or a focus point. If your eyes are wandering around the room, it's more likely you're thinking about the objects in the room rather than the breath. So stilling the eyes to one point and bringing that awareness back to breath. Last one, inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back to center, arms lift, stretching them as high up as possible. And then exhale, right hand to the left thigh as the left hand grounds behind you. Inhale, press the ground away and lengthen. Exhale, pulling into the thigh, gaze over left shoulder. Find your drishti, find that focus point as you inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale back to center, arms lift and extend, and exhale to release your arms all the way back onto the ground beside you. Making your way over the ankles, onto hands and onto knees. From here, you're going to, I'm just going to turn to face you, sit onto the shins. If this is too much for the knees, don't worry, we won't be here long. But if you feel like it's already penetrating, you can fold the mat over slightly so now you have double the protection for when we get up onto the patella, onto that kneecap. Squeeze into the core, squeeze into the glutes. This is a nice active movement trying to build the strength in both of these powerhouses that we need for almost every part of the practice. So there's a way to cheat, just to lift up, or there's a way to keep engaged. Use this time to grow as you slowly draw yourself up. It's gonna hurt a little. Exhale, lowering with that same connection, that same squeeze all the way back down. These small movements are super important because we always seem to cheat them, in which case we're always overcompensating. Here we are using what we need to grow the strength. Inhale, lift, squeeze. To further our practice in all spheres. Exhale, keep that squeeze and then lower down. Okay, we'll just take one more. Inhale, squeeze. And exhale, hold. So right leg is going to reach out beside you. Yeah, so this is where if the knee is uncomfortable, double up on your mats. Right hand slides down the right leg. Inhale, left arm lifts to extend. And exhale all the way over. Feeling a much deeper opening now into that left hip region. And if it feels too much, always lift up slightly and then ease back down, allowing the body to release, giving into gravity on every exhale. We'll take 2 more breaths here as you inhale. Exhale a little deeper. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale all the way back to center and then keep moving. Place that left hand down as the right arm extends forward, coming into a half plank pose. So if you can, float this right foot, just so we can get a little bit more of a pull into that hip. Reach that right arm overhead and then press up and out of the left shoulder. Don't sink into it. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Place your foot down. Inhale back to center. Now we'll merge the movements. Exhale, extend all the way over. Inhale back to center. Extend on the exhale over to the other side. 3 more like this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Just find a fluidity in your own movements. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale back up to center. Exhale to reach over the right leg. Now what you're going to do is square the body over the right leg and turn the left leg behind you. So if that makes no sense at all, what I'm going to do is square my body and then turn my left leg behind me. Now I'm in a half lunge or runner's lunge, rather half splits. So we can bend here, extend, bend, and extend. Maybe there's some clicking going on, maybe there's some stiffness. Just use the breath to guide you. We can reach the full potential of the muscles when the breath is full. So as soon as you hold your breath, your muscle seize as well. So seeing if you can just guide easily, taking an inhale as you reach back. Exhale as you reach forward. We'll just take 2 more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Tucking into the left foot behind you, lifting up into a lunge. Now we do the same movements, just with a little bit higher up. So see if you can straighten that front leg on the inhale. Exhale to bend. Inhale, straighten. If you can't straighten all the way, that's fine. Just going as far as you can. Exhale to bend. 2 more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Holding in the lunge here as you drop into that left knee. Untuck the toes. Straighten into the right leg. And then you can walk your way around to make your way back to sit onto those shins. Coming back from where we began. Nice. We'll go again. And remember, keeping that nice gripped insides of the abdomen, of the glutes, of the quads. When you're ready, slowly peeling away as you lift with that nice connectedness. Exhale, keep it tight, keep squeezing as you lower down. Cool, 2 more like this. Inhale, squeeze and extend. Exhale, keep everything squeezing as you slowly lower down. Last one, inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. This time, inhale, lift up, left leg reaches out beside you. Relax the hands, start to slide that left arm down the left leg. Inhale, right arm lifts, and exhale all the way over. Taking the time now to compare side to side. How is this side feeling compared to the first? Is there more or less space here? Is there more or less discomfort? Just trying to get to know your body a little bit better this morning so we can help to heal, to transform, to find that alignment and balance. Last breath, getting a little bit deeper. Inhale and exhale. Inhale back to center. Keep moving, right hand grounds down as you exhale. Extend the left arm overhead. See if you can float the foot. Send that left arm slightly further overhead. Allow the head to be heavy. Don't hold any tension in the shoulders. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Place your foot, inhale up to center. Exhale, extending over to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, extending to the right. Finding this dance-like movement, using your breath to guide you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Exhale, extend. Now squaring yourself over that left leg as the right leg reaches behind you, coming into your runner's lunge or half Hanumanasana, half splits pose. And then we start the rocking on the side, just extending and bending, easing into it. If the knee at any stage is sore, please remember to fold your mat. You don't want any pain in that knee. Seeing if you can inhale as the leg goes straight. Exhale, opening into the hip flexor, dropping the hips down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Tucking into the right toes now, lifting the leg all the way up. Same idea, just lifting it higher. Inhale, straighten the front leg if you can. Exhale into a lunge, just taking it to where it feels comfortable. Even if the front leg's still bent, keep trying to turn those toes up towards the ceiling. Exhale to lower. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Place your knee on the mat and tuck the toes. Start to straighten into that left leg. And then circle your way all the way forward as you draw the left leg alongside the right, coming back to sit on the shins. Now, start to walk your hands forward, making your way onto all fours. Stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Inhale, arching the back, sit bones and gaze all the way up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, pull them away from the neck. Exhale, chin to chest, draw your belly button up towards your spine and press into hands to round the shoulders. Moving back through your inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to a neutral spine, spreading into your fingers. Allow each pinky finger to touch the edge of the mat. Tuck into your toes. Begin to sit your sit bones to your heels. And then slowly lift the legs as you straighten into the knees, coming into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So here we are trying to achieve a nice flat back. If that means you need to bend the knees in order to achieve it, rather have the knees bent than have straight legs but a rounding spine. We are trying to find that length in the spine here. As you do so, feel your chest reaching towards your thighs, whether your legs are straight or bent. Pulling your shoulders up and away from your ears. Your head is heavy, gaze in between the legs. Finding that drishti or that focus point somewhere on the wall behind your legs. So again, coming back to that stillness, coming back to just your breath, acknowledging where your thoughts have drifted to. Seeing if you can bring them back to this moment right here, feeling the earth beneath you, grounding your physical body. Allowing your mental body to follow suit, being here in this moment, engulfed in the four corners of your mat. You can move head and neck from side to side, letting go tension sitting in the shoulders. We're trying to make way for something new, something positive. Keep sending the sit bones higher towards the ceiling and heels closer towards the earth. Last breath, inhale and exhale. Stepping your feet to touch, allow the right leg to sweep all the way up behind you, coming into a three-legged dog. Trying to keep the hips square to the ground, so all 5 toes pointing down, resisting the urge to open into the hip to get the leg high. It doesn't matter how high the leg can go, just trying to keep that squareness in the hips facing down. Inhale, lift the leg a little higher. Exhale, step that right leg in between the hands, coming into a lunge. Inhale, arms lift up overhead, crescent move. Exhale, open arms and hips, warrior 2. So right knee stacked over the right ankle, getting a nice depth into the lunge, pressing equally into front and back foot. Shoulders are relaxed, fingers reaching in both directions as if someone is pulling you. Gaze over the right middle finger. These poses of the Virabhadra, the warrior spirit, they take a lot of strength and a lot of patience in staying here and feeling content in breathing, because they start to become quite uncomfortable. So this is where the meditation really comes in. Zone your mind to your breath, look past the discomfort, and just be here in this moment. Last breath, inhale and exhale. Releasing your right forearm onto the thigh, and then sweep that left arm all the way forward, coming into a nice side stretch. You can bend and lift a little here, just pulsing. That thigh is going to start to burn in a moment. This is great news. Welcome it. This is how we find progress. Pressing into the shoulder to lift out of it, trying not to sink into it, but find some nice strength here. Last breath, inhale and exhale. You can place both hands inside of that right foot and then walk the right foot as far to the right side of the mat as possible. Just rocking forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards. If this is enough for you, you can stay here. If you want to take it one step further, see if you can lower down onto the forearms and then rock from here. We call this lizard pose. Getting a nice opening into that hip flexor and into the right hamstring. We're trying to create space all around the hip region in order to release tensions, release anything that is no longer serving you in this space, to promote some more healthy energy flow, healthy blood flow, to allow the body to feel at its best. But this takes work and discomfort, so breathe through it. Last breath here. Inhale and exhale. Pressing up onto the hands, and then step the left foot outside of the left hand, coming into what we call Malasana, yogic squat, and then just keep moving through it. Pressing the elbows into the thighs, and then press into the hands as you pivot from side to side. You'll feel those elbows help in opening the groin area into those hip flexors. Lower your shoulders, move your head and neck from side to side. Last breath here, inhale and exhale. Placing hands flat on the mat, stepping one foot back at a time, coming back into downward facing dog, and just pedal out the legs here. Moving your head and neck from side to side. Ready for the left leg. So inhale, left leg sweeps all the way back and up. Exhale to hold here, acknowledging how this side differs from the first side. If there's more or less space, if the leg can go higher or lower, keeping in mind squaring off those hips. Keep grounding your right heel to the mat. Inhale, lift the leg higher. Exhale, stepping the left leg in between the hands, coming into a lunge. Inhale, arms lift up overhead, crescent move. Exhale, open arms and hips, warrior two. Welcoming yourself back to the discomfort, trying to find comfort in the discomfort. This is the mastery of meditation. We cannot control what happens to us in our lives, but we can control our reaction. So these moments of discomfort, this is where we grow that strength of mind to learn how to react, how we would like to. So finding this as a practice of growth, this is how we progress, not getting frustrated at the pain, allowing your body to ease into it. Last breath, taking your ujjayi in through your nose and out through your nose. Placing your forearm on the thighs, the right arm sweeps forward, coming into that extended side angle. Bouncing a little bit, just as we did on the other side. Breathing it through. Pressing up and out of the shoulder, and then just relaxing your head and neck. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Placing both hands inside of the left foot. And then walk the left foot all the way to the edge of the mat as we start to rock forwards and backwards, just as we did on the other side, seeing how the side feels, welcoming the challenge of the practice, bringing your thoughts back to just being in this moment as you are, on your mat. If you did so on the other side, lowering onto the forearms. If you didn't, just staying up as you are. Keep in that rocking, keep deepening, giving into gravity on every exhale, not holding tension to keep yourself in place, but welcoming that depth that comes with every release. Moving head and neck from side to side. Last breath here, inhale. And exhale. Pressing up onto the hands if you weren't already there, and then stepping that right foot outside of the right hand as you come back into Malasana yogic squats. This time we're going to still the squat, so press elbows into thighs, pray at the heart center, grounding the outer edges of the feet. Trying to draw the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, tuck your shoulders into their back pockets. 3 breaths. You've got this. Find your drishti as you inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Either finding your seat or using your hands behind you to help you guide yourself down to find your seat. You can what do we call them? Window wiper. Window wiper the legs. It's so apt. Once you're doing it, it feels exactly like a window wiper. Just to let go. All that beautiful, glorious hip work. Well done. Nice movements, nice expansion. These hips hold all of our emotional baggage, so super good to just open them up and let that stuff out so we can carry on. Our bodies, when we hold all this tension, it's like putting a rucksack on of rocks and rocks and rocks and then carrying on and more, and then we wonder why we get so pained and decrepit and injured. Whereas these moments of reflection, of internalizing, of self-inquiry, of release, just taking some of those rocks out, so later on in the line, we can put some more on, but we're nice and upright and we're prepared for them. That's all this practice really is in a nutshell. It's no more complicated than that. Okay, hands are reaching in front of you, feet are hip distance apart. We're going to take 8 counts to lower down. Again, coming back to that core, that squeezing. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abdomen. Lowering down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're lifting up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Lowering down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Drawing your feet closer towards your sit bones, making our way into some back bend. So now we've worked into the hip region. We're now working into the lower back and into the belly. When we sit at our computer or at our cell phones or watching TV or in the car, we are closing this off, shortening the stomach muscles and lengthening the back muscles, which puts our posture in a sense of misalignment. So now what we're trying to do is open these up, shorten the muscles at the back so we can get back to that posture that we were made to have with no discomfort, with no pain. Arms alongside the body, squeeze into core, squeeze into glute, firing up these muscles as you peel the pelvis up. Tuck into each shoulder and clasp your hands if you're able. If you can't clasp your hands, just reach them forward. Press deeper into the feet, lift that pelvis higher. Feel this beautiful expansion through the solar plexus, and you can feel the lower back contract. We'll take 3 breaths. Find your drishti on the roof as you inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Unclasp your hands, untuck your shoulders, and it's that slow rolling vertebra by vertebra back onto the mat. Taking 1 breath here in through nose. Open the mouth as loud as you can. Exhale and sigh and release. Ready for round 2. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Lifting up slowly with control. Tucking into each shoulder, clasping your hands. We're going to take 4 breaths this time. Press into the feet, lift higher. Find your drishti, come back to your breath as you inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Press higher. Inhale. Exhale 4. Unclasp, untuck, and it's a slow, controlled squeeze. Roll down. There's so many rules here. Nice big breath. Yeah, take inhale. Hold. Open the mouth, let it all go. It's our last bridge. Squeeze, lift, tuck, clasp, press to lift as high as you can. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Last one, lift higher. Inhale. Exhale 5. Unclasp, untuck, slowly roll down, and now you can give yourself a well-deserved squeeze, knees into the chest, rocking from side to side here. Massaging the spine into the mat from side to side, and then starting to massage it up and down, rolling back and forth. Taking 3 or 4 of those rolls until you come all the way to sit upright. Sending your legs out in front of you, straightening them out. Sorry, it's turned into the coldest day of the year in the last 5 minutes. So straightening the legs up in front of you, we're going to counter stretch the back bend. So inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, clasp onto the feet. If that means bending the knees, that's absolutely fine. We're not so worried about the hamstrings here, we're worried about counter stretching our back bends. So pull hands to feet, feet to hands, and then send your feet back to the mat. And as you do so, you'll feel the back opening, getting this traction in the spine, pulling from either direction. So really grip the feet, pull the feet down, and you'll feel that opening. If the legs are straight, same idea. Allow your head to be heavy, moving it from side to side, getting heavier on every exhale. You can release your arms to your sides if you're looking for more of a passive stretch now, just allowing the head to be heavy, rolling from side to side. If you want to deepen, holding onto the ankles, guide with the chin, and now start to pull yourself to fold forward here. We'll just take 3 more breaths as you inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Tuck your chin to your chest, rolling up to center. Right knee comes all the way in, and then step the right foot outside of the left knee. Keep that left foot flexed. Right hand to the base of the spine. As you inhale, left arm lifts to extend. Exhale, left elbow outside of the right knee, and then press into it as you twist gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale to sit up taller and lengthen. Exhale, press into the thigh, twisting further, twisting out all those internal organs, getting rid of any toxins, anything that feels stuck, that feels like it is no longer serving you. Finding your drishti, keep with the meditative practice, keep with the breath. Last one here, inhale, twist a little further and exhale. Coming back to center, de-rotate through the other side just to counter stretch. And then coming back to center. Drawing the left leg now parallel to the short side of the mat, keep the foot flexed. And then seeing if you can stack this right leg over the left leg. We call this ankle to knee pose because that's exactly what we're trying to achieve. Ankle over knee, knee over ankle, both feet are flexed. If the hips are completely up here, I'm trying to find the right light, and it feels ridiculous, you can slide the ankle slightly past the knee and you'll still get an opening into the hip. What we're trying to do here is our final release of this beautiful hip opening class. If you are in this space and this is enough, stay here. If you want to take it a step further, start to fold forward here. Letting go the tension. Don't hold yourself in it. Just breathe in on every exhale. Allow yourself to get a little bit heavier whilst moving hips and neck from side to side. Checking in where those thoughts have drifted to and seeing if you can bring them back to being here in this moment. Last breath here. Inhale and exhale. Pulling yourself back up through center. Placing both feet on the mat and then straightening them out. Wiggling the legs out. Ready for the other side. So left knee now into the chest. Step the left foot outside of the right knee. Left hand grounds down at the base of the spine as you inhale, right arm lifts, and exhale, right elbow outside of the left knee, come to twist. Seeing how this side differs to the first side. Inhale, sit up taller and lengthen. Exhale, press into the thigh, twist further, find that drishti. Last breath. Inhale and exhale. Coming back to center, derotate through the other side. And then back to center, drawing right foot now parallel to the short side of the mat. Keep the foot flexed. And then stack that left leg over the right. This one might feel completely different to the other side. You might have a lot more or a lot less space. If it's too intense, remember slide that top foot slightly past the knee. If you stayed sitting upright on the other side, stay now. If you took it that step further, begin to fold forward. Wherever you are, just finding that movement in the head and in the neck. Relaxing into the discomfort. This is where we grow, this is where we learn, this is where we expand. Feeling this idea of release, pulling down those boulders out of the bag as you reach deeper into the hips. So you can make space for some new, positive, enlightening, amazing boulders to put into that backpack. Letting go of these heavy ones. Last breath here. Inhale and exhale. Tucking chin to chest, rolling up to center if you weren't already there, releasing the legs and then sending them all the way forward, rocking them out. Last and final forward fold. We'll inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, extend forward. Just seeing how much further you can go this time now that we've opened and released into those hips, now that we've twisted into the belly and the lower back. Seeing if there's a little bit of improvement. Drop your head, move from side to side. Or just take 3 breaths here as you inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Chin to chest. Slow roll up to center. Bending back into those knees. Make sure there's enough space behind you. Taking our last roll down for 8 counts. Sending those arms in front as you lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. Grabbing the outer edges of the feet, draw knees into underarms, coming into happy baby pose. Rocking around if it feels good. Getting on any last movements you may still have. If you need to straighten into the legs, maybe you want to take a plow. Maybe you want to draw the feet to touch, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining butterfly. Maybe you're happy just feeling as the pose suggests, like a happy baby. Whatever it is, get out any last movements you have, whatever they may look like. We've got 5 breaths before we come to finish off the practice. As you inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, last breath, inhale, exhale 5. Slowly release and let yourself come to find a comfortable position, lying flat on your back, arms to your sides, palms facing up. Legs are either the width of the mat or whatever feels comfortable. Getting warm if you need to be warm. We're going to be here for a few moments, so trying to make it as comfortable as possible. This is our final pose of Shavasana, where we let the body regenerate and yield the benefits that the last hour of movement has had to offer. Shavasana is easy on the body, a little harder on the mind, as we now don't have movement to keep ourselves present. This now comes to just this Ujjayi breath, this long intentional inhale through nose and long intentional exhale through nose. Trying to master this instrument of the mind through repetition, through this idea of constantly showing up just as a pianist must in order to master their skills. Just as anything in our lives we want to perfect, we need to keep doing the work. So this simple yet effective idea of coming back to this repetition of inhale and exhale is in the background, building the strength of mind. If you can control your thoughts, you can control your reactions. So allowing this time to dive deeper, to connect to breath, as you make your way into this state of total relaxation. Slowly starting to bring the life back into your fingers and into your toes. Circling your ankles and your wrists. Reaching your arms up overhead, giving a full body stretch with a long inhale. And exhale, sigh, and then release the body. Hugging knees into your chest, giving yourself a final squeeze, sending love down your body as though you're hugging someone you do love. And allowing the weight of the body to fall now to the right, using your arm as a pillow if you need. Just taking a moment to thank your body for doing what you asked it to do this morning. Taking a moment to thank your body for what it couldn't do this morning, not getting frustrated at what you can't achieve, but thanking yourself for this opportunity to learn, this opportunity to grow. And taking a moment to thank yourself in the effort of showing up. Sometimes the hardest part of the whole practice is just deciding to get on your mat in the first place, and today you managed, so thanking your efforts in putting this hour aside to put yourself first. And then when you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, slowly starting to make your way up into a cross-legged seated pose, just as we began to practice. Hands on top of the knees, palms facing the sky. Rolling your shoulders, tucking them into their back pockets. Taking this moment of stillness, of connection of this mind and body that want to be whole. Taking this out with you into your day. Not trying to fight mind, not trying to fight body, but trying to find that connection, that yoga, that union. Using the breath as this binding agent to bring you back to where you are, and in that moment you could find gratitude, kindness and compassion as we learn to master our minds to create the life that we would like to live by mastering our reaction. We'll take one final long breath in here. Inhale to fill belly, chest and lungs. Pause. Open the mouth to release your practice. Hands together and pray at heart center, bowing your chin to your chest. Lokaha Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining. I hope you can have a nice, beautiful Sunday now. Feeling nice and loose. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks, Sammy. Lovely to see ya.
And you.
You guys have a wonderful weekend.
So much for beautiful class.
Yay. Thank you so much for joining.
Hope it warms up for you a bit.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's now like Wind City. Yeah, it's freezing.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Bye, Sarah. Thanks, guys.